Hello, boss of Bioware. Thank you so much for seeing me today. We are at Bioware HQ, and I am with, of course, the boss of Bioware. Now, I just wanted to go through a few things today. Hopefully, you've got a bit of time to talk about it.
Just make it fast, please. I'm currently browsing Instagram here.
Okay.
And
it looks like some sort of other website. Anyway, so first things first, Anthem servers are down. They've been down for about 48 hours. And next one, negative reviews now on Metacritic. I've never really seen this before. It's dipped below 0 in terms of user and critic reviews.
Yeah.
Third one, we've got an angry mob outside actually currently waiting for us to all come out. Tiki torches, pitchforks, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And their only request is blood. So they're kind of wondering if we can come outside so they can mob us.
Sure.
Fourth one, look, there's some guy that just found a loophole to get more loot in Anthem. But look, that's not a big deal, you know. We'll figure that out. That's not a big deal.
what did you say? Someone's getting loot in our loot game? Ban him immediately.
But he's like the only one that's playing the game.
Ban him immediately.
Did anyone like Ralph's Batman?
Ban him. Ban him immediately. Ban him immediately.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. Guys, again, we're here to talk about the game of like the month. It's going to be the game meme of the next couple of months, I'm sure. Anthem.
If you really want to see something trashy, look at this. Yes, I love trash.
Everyone knows now.
Anthem 76.
Anthem 76, okay?
is.
It's Anthem Immortal. Everyone knows that it's going to be doing the rounds. Metacritic score's not too great. The general consensus right now is it's not doing too well. I don't think we've seen one person now on the media outlets or like YouTube or anyone like major publication come out and say this game is actually really good.
No, I don't know of any reputable reviewer that's been like, you should buy this game.
Hi, it's Vince from Scam Now. You're gonna be saying, holy shit, I got ripped off.
I know some reviewers that are like, listen, I enjoy parts of this game, or like,
That's
I
what I've heard a
enjoy
lot of.
this game for me personally, but I recognize it's broken. But I haven't heard one reputable reviewer be like, absolutely buy this game, it's so good.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that.
It's not gonna happen. So, there's been a lot of problems with the game, obviously. It had a very, very rocky launch. It had its like day one patch that came out to fix all the bugs, but really it didn't really fix any bugs, or at least very few of them.
Sure.
It actually made the game worse for me in terms of performance and a whole bunch of other people as well. I read recently that there's a bug now where it shuts down your PS4, by the way. I read this on Giant Bomb's review, where you're just playing the game and then it just like shuts down your console.
It's doing you a favor, everyone.
It's like a sign.
God is stepping in saying you don't want to play this game.
Yeah,
Trust me on this.
Apparently as well, you also need to like do a scan of your hard drive and stuff afterwards, because it's a big issue.
Really? And of course we had a Diablo. Of course we had a Diablo dev, Diablo 3 dev that used to work on Diablo 3. He stepped in and was like, hey Anthem, this is how you fix your game, right? And if anyone can step in and talk to Anthem and Bioware about how to fix their game, it's definitely Diablo.
That's right, we did a video on that. We'll link in the description below.
If I
Check it
remember.
out if you remember.
I remembered last time, guys.
So it's been a rocky period for Anthem, but to Bioware's credit, they have actually been implementing as much stuff as they can. They've been deploying fixes as quickly as possible.
Yep.
They've recently made a change to the loot drops table. However, I logged into the game after that went live, and I was still getting loot that I shouldn't be getting. Green and whites were still dropping, so that didn't work, I guess.
Yeah, they've also been implementing something else really effective. Banning. Okay?
That's right.
Extremely effective. When someone does something in your game that you don't like, ban them, okay?
If you really want to see something trashy, look at this.
They've paid $60 for a game. Fuck it. Permaban, everybody.
So this is the story, right? There's a streamer named Glad who I've watched him before because he's an amazing Destiny player. He has a whole bunch of world firsts under his belt for Destiny content. He's
also world first, banned from Anthem. he's
world
adding
first
to
streamer,
it.
that's right. So really, like, what just an amazing player. Just pushes everything to the absolute limit in terms of game mechanics. Very, very skilled. And he is one of those players that looks for, you know, exploits, and one of the sort of like any really super hardcore player who's pushing world firsts and who's pushing the limits of what a game can do is always looking for what's the ways that I can be more efficient. Okay,
It's like a speedrunner, for instance. Of course, they're always looking for ways to what is pushing this game to the limit, and this is exactly what he's clearly been doing.
And he's not one of these like toxic fuckboys either. Like, he's actually a really nice, down to earth dude that just like, I just happen to be really good at this shit. I happen to be a streamer and play it all day long. That's my deal. You know what I mean?
He doesn't make 50-minute videos on YouTube about freaking games.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Just plays them and has fun with them. Glad recently put up a video saying that he had been banned from Anthem.
So yeah, I got permanently banned to play Anthem. I received an email and it said that I am not allowed to play the game for economy exploitation.
What he believed at the start was that he had been banned for doing a chest loop farm in the game before it was patched, right? And what this was essentially flying around in circles in the open world area, opening up chests, opening up a whole bunch, and then basically going out and then coming back in and doing the same thing over and over again. Now,
I mean, that's been done from the test, like from the start of time of looter and shooters.
In Diablo, when Diablo 3 first launched, we were like running around hitting vases because vases were actually a more efficient way to farm than anything else. So the thing is, as soon as I heard that, I was very skeptical of that. It didn't sound right to me that he was being banned for that, because that was just a really efficient farming loop.
Not to mention, I was just going to say, someone that's so influential in the looter shooter community, like Anthem must know who this guy is. They've got to have a real reason to kind of put something in the ground and go, you're banned, and everyone's going to know about it. So there's got to be real reasons for that. So
correct.
I agree. Like, it's hard to know if that is in fact something that he got banned for. He did continue.
He did. He went on to Twitter and he went on further to say that it's unlikely that it was the chest loop farm that got him banned. And he did point to potentially two other things. The first one was there's an exploit that you can sort of go to a certain location, you can open a chest, leave group, come back, and then open it again. So that is clearly an exploit. You're not meant to be able to do that.
Definitely.
And the other one was there was a damage buff that you could get for the Storm Javelin where you could basically just KO stuff. It was really super overpowered. So those are the three things that are sort of on the table with regards to why he's been banned. And as of the time of recording, it's still not clear. We've checked his Twitter, we've checked for updates. No one knows why this guy's been banned yet, but he has said that he is speaking to someone from EA about it.
Yep.
So it's likely that he's going to get unbanned at some point, because this is such a PR shitstorm that it kind of has to happen.
Yeah.
But that is what has occurred up to now. So Sam, what do we think about banning players for getting extra loot in a PvE-focused $60 loot game?
There's so many points to cover here. Okay, let's just start there. Number one, you've paid $60 for a game. You're not going into a PvP area and destroying everyone else's games. It's a PvE. If you want to get heaps of loot and just fuck up your own game, then whatever, dude. It's kind of like a cheat that they didn't mean to put in. It's kind of like that. You know, if it's in the game, Bioware can clearly patch it and fix it. It hasn't affected anybody else's game. It doesn't deserve a permi ban, number one.
Permi ban, by the way. It's not perma, it's permi.
Permi ban, okay? I'm starting something
like
there.
the hair.
Okay, it's a permi ban.
If you really want to see something.
I think that the idea that you've got a PvE-focused game and you're banning players for being really efficient with their loot farming or for discovering some kind of exploit, it's utter craziness, because I've played loot games forever. There's always exploits in loot games to get extra loot, and this is the only time I can think of right now. I'm sure there's others, but it's the only one I can think of now where a player is getting banned for getting extra loot in a PvE
Yeah, I can't
game.
think of it. I don't think there is such a thing.
I can't think of it.
Because I just think it's so easy for any developer to be like, okay, well, he's not breaking the game for anyone else. We'll just fix this patch and that's it.
If he was getting 1 million masterwork items an hour and I was a developer, I still wouldn't ban him, because I'd be like, fuck it. He just ruined his own game.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. That's on him. We still got his $60. What the fuck do I care? Do you know what I mean? But like this sort of always online games as a service kind of model, they're like, no, we have to control everything all the time. So when a player finds a bug like this, they're somehow like banned. Like it blows my mind.
I don't agree with it, but maybe Bioware just saw that he had a huge far reach in the community, and a lot of people were going to jump on this bug, and they thought in a panic mode, shit, you know, he's going to kind of destroy the game because a lot of people are going to start doing this. I'm not saying that's fine. I'm not saying that he should be banned for that.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking of how the hell did they come to the conclusion that they need to make some firm kind of example of someone in a PvE game, dude. It doesn't affect anybody.
What's so crazy about this as well, so many people are defending this decision. So many people are like, well, dude, you exploit a game, you get banned. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is basically the equivalent of putting a cheat into, like, Doom and getting all the guns and becoming invincible. Like, who the fuck cares, man? It's your game. It doesn't affect anyone else. What is wrong with you people?
I think, you know, it's one
blows
thing.
my mind.
It's one thing to kind of get into the coding and change the coding to put cheats in it, right? It's another thing to just jump in, and play with the game that is currently coded in a certain way and find ways to be more efficient with your loot.
And I'll make the point, Destiny, for example, has had so many different exploits over the years, and it's never banned players for exploiting those. Because Bungie says, you know what, this is on us.
Yes.
And I guess this is the critical thing here about this. It's like, when players find exploits in PvE-focused games, then it's on the developer to fix those. It's not on the developer to ban the players. Again, I understand in a PvP-focused game, because at that point, you're fucking up someone else's day. It takes time for developers to code things and push out updates, and at that point, you need the ban thing to sort of stop them from doing that. You need that sort of like stick. But in a PvE-focused game, that's not an issue. It's entirely on Bioware. They're the ones that need to fix this. It's
funny,
just like...
Yeah, it's funny how finding the bugs in the game seems more fun than Anthem currently. It's like how people are having more fun by just finding how can I get a buggy situation in Anthem. I mean, look, I think that Anthem...
Anything to avoid playing it.
Anything to actually avoid playing
you got any
it.
exploits where I don't have to play the game?
I never wanted it to end. I guess I still don't. But enough about me. I hope this hasn't been boring for you.
I think Anthem, honestly, just to wrap up everybody, of course they need to win right now. They don't need to go out there and start attacking people in the community. I think the pendulum will swing if people are thinking that EA is in the right here. I personally think as the story evolves, people will go, actually, no.
No. Most people do not think it's right. There's like a handful of people who are like just defending.
Oh, I thought you were
EA.
saying.
No, there's like a handful of people that defend EA and Bioware's right to ban.
It's probably Anthem subreddit or some shit,
gross,
you know?
man. It's the grossest.
But look, yeah, as I said, they need to win right now. They'll continue to do more stuff that'll add to the Laymen portfolio of news episodes.
That's right. Thank you
and
very
we look
much
forward to that.
for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you in the next video.
See ya, fam.
Cream? No, thank you. I take it black. Like my man.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.